I feel like that was a lot more effort than it was worth.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new, this is hashtag just saying. I just lost myself in my own wordage.
All
Yes.
While we're prostituting ourselves, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You know what to do. I'll let you know when we upload new content. You can watch First 40 on the YouTubes. Listen where streaming things stream. We are on the TikToks at hashtag just saying, all one word. Spell out the hashtag. Don't be lazy. Prostitution complete. That's it.
All right.
And we tell you once.
Good night.
We're live from the forest.
Listen, this is the only.
Looks peaceful.
Yes. I wish I was there. This is just a little fall thing. I like fall.
Snow.
So God damn it, it's the mountain. It's colder up there.
Yes, it is.
I'm staying down here. It's nice down here.
All right.
I'm just looking forward to wearing
a nice swim.
wearing my hoodie again.
Yeah.
Been too hot.
Yes.
Too hot.
It was.
Too hot, baby.
Very warm summer.
Exactly.
But winding down. Labor Day.
That it is. Labor Day's coming up.
Summer's over.
Everybody
Back to
working?
school.
Everybody working? Celebrate the holiday?
I am.
Joe's working, Sean. What
I'm
do you
working.
got? You got the day off?
I took today. And I got Monday off.
I am.
Okay.
4 days.
They let us out at 3 for mental. It was another mental health day.
Then they ask you to work overtime.
It's the
How's
last
it a mental health day?
Well, yeah.
A mental health hour.
I'm only meant to have good mental health for the 2 hours that they've let me off.
And then they want you to work tomorrow?
They asked us to work the weekend, yeah. And I said
Both days?
well, I mean it was you could do both days or you could do
Like that.
You tell them to read between the lines?
or you could do just one day or whatever you wanted to do. And I
don't want to do anything.
Yeah, I just was kind of like,
What the fuck?
and I said no, I mean because I worked a ton of OT this week.
Did you?
I really did.
How much OT did you get?
I was doing the less day that I worked was 9 hours and 40 minutes.
Damn. Well,
that was my shortest shift this
Today
week.
you got out early. So today?
Well, today I got out early. They're paying me through 5.
Ah.
So I logged
Good.
off. I logged off right away because I was like, I'm not going to get a minute of OT today because they had already submitted my time sheet. So I'm like, you're not getting a minute out of me. It's already gone. You've already got it.
It's in the past.
It is. So I was just I was like, I don't really want to do that. So.
Well then.
Hey, I mean, I just I'd had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. The clock is broken, and you pointed it out. The clock is broken, and you pointed it out, and now I can't stop looking at it.
Me either.
I'm sorry.
Right?
I keep looking at it too.
Right?
Can't
I'll
unsee
fix
it.
You cannot unring the bell. I can't stop looking at it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like talking right here, and to me, I sound like I'm sitting over there.
Well, I can't. There's nothing I can do. I can turn your headphone up a little bit
Okay.
if you wish.
That'll help.
Hey.
Will it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
That sounds better. I like that.
Okay.
Keep me there.
Keep me there.
Plans for the long weekend or just relaxing?
She's got one thing to do tomorrow, but
Well, no. Jesus. Depending upon what happens when Jay comes back, because he's off on a thing.
Mission.
He's on a quest.
Is he?
Yes, and when he
Request
comes,
for more money.
when he comes back, yeah, when he comes back, I need to have a discussion with him because originally,
Sit down. We gotta talk.
no, it's not one of those. It's originally we were supposed to do. We were gonna go up to the outlets like way up in like Kittery, Maine,
Oh.
and I had, unfortunately, some unforeseen financial situations this week. And I was like, I probably can't do that now. And I was on the phone. This is a very strange story. So I was on the phone and I was chatting with a friend of mine.
Hi, friend.
I don't think they watch this show, but you can say hello anyway.
All right.
Why'd you break my fucking clock? So I'm going to get an angry text. I didn't break the clock.
You did too.
That
That was fine last week.
Objection? I know, right? So anyway, yeah, because I think I know what happened with it. But anyway, so I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was saying like, and he asked me the same question. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" And I said, "Well, I had plans to do this, this, and this, and you know, I'm too poor to have fun now." So we continued the conversation, and my phone dinged, and it wasn't a ding like I got a text. So I was like, what's that notification? So I look, and my friend had cashed apped me some money, and he's like, I want you to go out and have some fun. And he's like, you fucking deserve it after this week. And I was like, you know what, dude? I don't want, like, I didn't tell you that story so that you send me money. And he's like, no, I know, but you've helped me out a lot, and you're a good person, and I'm just gonna give you the thing. And I was like, and I started to send it back to him, and he goes, if you fucking send that back to me, he goes, I'm gonna keep sending it to you until you accept it. And I was like, all right. I said, well,
nice.
I guess I got a couple bucks now.
Nice.
So now where I thought I had no option to do anything, now I have an option to do something.
Hey.
So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do because this was a late entry into the whole
Get some
thing.
tacos.
Get some tacos.
From
If we saw this coming,
Casa Cancun.
if we saw this coming, we could have done a GoFundMe for you.
No. I don't.
Maybe
do
some of
that.
our viewers would have donated.
No, I wouldn't. No. I really wasn't even happy taking.
She deserves a good fun day. This girl's always under a lot of pressure for everything.
Thank you, Sean. God
She
damn
needs
it.
to be relieved of her stress.
Relieved. When will I be relieved?
I don't know. You need a day.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so you have a ton of stories. You can
I
kick
can
off.
go
Yeah.
first?
No, you can. I mean, I don't.
Kick it off.
All right.
Kick the ballistics, Joe.
The ballistics. What the
ballistics.
fuck is that?
Let's see here.
Go back to the 90s.
Wow.
So the other day I had something that I hadn't had in a long time.
Big League Chew.
Sex.
Fluffanutter.
Fluff. You haven't had. Well, yeah, I haven't had fluff in years.
It was good.
Was it the old school marshmallow fluff?
Yeah.
Because they make like a pink one now.
Really?
I think
Pink fluff.
they made. I saw a pink fluff. I don't know how long ago I saw it.
I didn't see that. No,
I can't really.
Regular fluff.
I'm not a good judge of time span. When no, seriously, like something that seems like Jay is much better at that than I am. Something that seems like it was only like a few weeks ago, and it was like 8 months ago.
It was 8 years ago.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. I saw this meme the other day, and it's 100% accurate. It was a picture of a beeper, and it was sitting there, and it says, "If you know what this is, you should be scheduling your colonoscopy now."
What?
Wow.
Objection.
I started laughing. I was like, yeah, that's an old school thing.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
Yeah, Steve, no. Damn.
Hmm.
Had a beeper.
Did you enjoy the Fluffanutter?
It was delicious.
Quick question on the consistency of the Fluffanutter.
Yeah?
Did you toast the bread, or was it?
No, it's regular.
It was raw bread.
It was raw. I mean,
It was raw bread?
Regular bread. Peanut butter and fluff. And there you go.
I have this joke with Jay.
At least it wasn't wet.
I want to try it with Nutella.
Nutella's awesome with anything.
Nutella with fluff, but like a s'mores.
Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah.
technically.
On the in regards to Fluffanutter, I have to toast the bread. Otherwise, it's like when you go to spread fluff on bread, it fucking
and
rips
breaks?
it. Yeah, rips it all over the place.
I see
I have no
why.
problem.
Well, I don't know what bread you buy.
don't know.
I guess it's sturdy bread.
I don't know. It was
Joe's buying the
whole
sturdy
wheat bread. I don't know.
Oh, that's why.
It was a healthy bread.
You buy whole wheat bread.
Yeah.
Keep your fiber intake good and your sandwich together.
Speaking of healthy, McDonald's coming soon.
Yeah.
The Arch Burger.
What is that?
ARCH. It's basically it's bigger than a Big Mac. So if you want to get a heart attack quicker, try the new Arch Burger.
I saw
Coming
this.
soon to McDonald's.
I saw this meme. Speaking of McDonald's, I saw this meme the other day, or this thing. Well, it wasn't a meme. It was just a thing.
If you know what this is,
No, yeah, I know. You
time
remember
to schedule your.
colonoscopy? It was like no. It was in the '80s how big the Big Mac was versus how big it is now,
Where's the beef?
and it's like it's gone. Because
Well,
it's
it's
like
coming back.
it's like half the size.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I never ordered Big Macs and stuff, but I was like, well, that is a big difference.
They're saying this new Arch Burger is bigger than a Big Mac, but it's cheaper in price. I'm like, okay.
Well, then why don't they
50
just
cents?
make the Big Mac cheaper?
I don't know.
That you know what that tells me is whatever is in this Arch Burger is cheaper than the ingredients that's in the other thing.
It's probably like imitation meat. What is it called?
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a veggie burger?
Like plant-based meat or something, probably. I don't know.
Would you put sawdust
But
in
like
this
it-
meat?
Coming soon. I'm like, oh.
Gross.
Like, great.
It's like that Simpsons thing.
Yeah.
To make the meat go further, I put sawdust in your father's meatloaf. He doesn't notice.
Last year they were doing the double Big Macs.
Double Big Mac.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
that-
4 beef patties in there.
Oh my
4?
goodness.
Yeah.
Damn.
They didn't put extra cheese in there. They just put an extra 2 patties in there.
Shut
Now this year it's the Arch
They
Burger.
gotta charge you for cheese.
Oh my goodness.
they always-
Can you
That's
Can
gold
you-
to them.
can you get cheese patty, cheese patty, cheese patty?
Patty cake, patty cake.
Patty cheese.
Remember the Wendy's one?
No?
That
The square
Burger.
burgers.
Oh yeah. That ultimate burger.
Why do they got square burgers? They gotta be different. Like everyone's got. We're gonna go square.
Their burgers
Everyone will
are,
remember us for
their
square.
burgers used to be pretty decent. I haven't had Wendy's in years. I boycott
I
them.
do the chicken sandwich.
I boycott them because of the fries.
I'll always agree with you on that one.
They got a good frosty then.
I'm sure they do, but
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
I just refuse because their fries way back used to be awesome, and now they're just
Yeah, they keep the
that
skin on it.
shitty home cut fry. Get out of here with that. What are
Home
you?
style.
What are
Whose
you,
home is
Five
that?
Guys? Go home.
Five Guys burgers and fries.
Go home.
It's almost the same.
Good one, try.
Almost.
Yeah. I like the way they used to be before that.
The very last time I got Wendy's, it was the one in Plymouth. And it was like the fries were, a couple of them were like raw-ish,
Soggy.
and they seemed really gritty.
gritty.
And I'm like, what's going on with this? And I was
They
like,
must
you know
have
what?
took a thing from Mars. You sawdust.
You already had, I know. It's like you already had shitty fries. Now these are just awful. And that was like 5 years ago.
Went from bad to worse.
Perhaps longer because of my horrible affliction of time frame and not being able to gauge proper time.
Come back, Tara. Our fries are better now. Like, no, no.
I will tell you
Wait.
only one of the 2 stories that I have.
Okay.
Right.
Go for it.
The rest are just conversation pieces.
Oh,
So the other day, and I'll get, that is another story actually. I have 3. That's great. So the other day, I had like sometimes you get like random cravings out of the blue and you go, why do I want
had a
that?
craving for Fluffanutter.
You had a great Fluffanutter, exactly. Do you know the chunky candy bars? It's called Chunky, I think.
Yeah, it's got
square.
raisins in it.
Yeah, raisins and peanuts.
You like raisins?
I do. Especially when they're covered in chocolate. So
Nature's candy.
I craved a chunky bar. So
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to pop over to Walgreens and I'm going to get myself a chunky bar. And the particular Walgreens I was going to also sells the Mountain Dew Live Wire.
Yay.
So I was going to make that a twofer.
Ooh,
Right.
2-for-1 deal.
So I walk into Walgreens, and there's social distancing is kind of a thing in the past at this point.
Right.
But this guy was standing like a mile from the register. And it was obvious that he was waiting for the register. And the clerk was just kind of staring at him. So it was like they were having
Next in line, please.
Yeah, like they were having some weird moment.
Showdown.
Yeah, it was like
Draw.
they're at a stalemate because he can't, whatever. So the clerk starts like waving at him, like, hey. And he did not take this as a sign that I should move forward. So he's just standing there. Now, I look over at this man, and he's an older gentleman, but on his, it would have to be his left eye because of how he was standing, and I noticed it. He had like a huge thing of gauze over his eye.
Damn.
So I'm like, in my head, I say to myself, well, that's why he's standing so far from the... He has no depth perception. He doesn't understand he's that far away. He's only working with
Like
one.
one-eyed Willie.
Yeah. He's only got one peeper.
Jeepers creepers.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what happened to this man that he has this big thing of gauze over his eye? Like, I wonder about that with people. I'm not rude enough to ask, but I really, really wanted to.
Yeah, the dark stuff. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on with you? If we're in the same room together, I think you should at least share it with me.
Right.
So the clerk is just like waving at him. And I shake my head and I'm like, this is just ridiculous. So I walk over to the guy, right? And I say, excuse me, sir. And he seems surprised. So he's like, oh. So I said, and I don't know.
Startled him.
I don't know why I worded it this way, but this is how I chose to tell this guy, go up to the cashier. I said, you may advance forward if able.
If able.
If able. And he looks at me with his one good eye, and he goes, are you sure? So I look at the cashier, and I said, are we sure we want him to move forward? And she's just, because, it doesn't take much to get the millennials, like, confused. Mm-hmm. So she's like, yes? And it was, like, weird. So I looked back at the guy, and I said, she said she's sure, but I'm skeptical. But you can go up and try anyway.
All right. Where was he purchasing?
I don't know. I really wasn't. I was looking at his eye.
Drawn to his eye like we're drawn to this clock, right?
He wasn't buying eye wash, I can tell you that. So I told him to go up, and I said, do you need any help, like, getting to the counter? And he goes, no, thank you. So he scoots forward, right?
Scoots.
So I go get my chunky bar, right?
Chunky bar.
My chunky bar. And I'm at the cooler, and I'm pondering the Mountain Dews. I'm looking for my Live Wire. And I hear the guy at the counter because it's not that far. And he goes,
Was he yelling?
no, well, he was old, so he was just talking old.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's why I like Walgreens. You people are so nice. And I'm at the beverage cooler picking up my Mountain Dew at this exact moment. And I went, when the fuck did I start working at Walgreens? When did I fill out the application and get the job?
So nice.
So I get my stuff and I go up to, and now I'm like, now I have to mess with this person, right? So I get up to I had everybody in the world calling me an asshole this week, so I was like, I might as well have strangers too. So I walked up to the counter and I said, you can give me the employee discount. And she's like, oh, do you actually work for Walgreens? And I said, no, but apparently today I'm your ambassador. So I think I deserve an employee discount.
That's a big word, ambassador. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm the Walgreens ambassador. So she's like,
That doesn't compute.
So she goes, well, if you really want a discount, I can talk to the manager. And I'm like, you know what? It's we're not going that far for a joke. I was like, you know what? When it involves a phone call,
you can never go too far.
When it involves a phone call, you have to end the joke. So I was like, I'm joking. Bring me up so I can get home, eat my chunky bar.
You know, learn a lesson from Ferris Bueller. You can never go too far.
Oh, I think you
Mr.
can.
Froman?
I think you can.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Hit the nail right in the head, sir.
So, just,
All right.
yeah, that's why I like Walgreens. You people are so nice.
Ed.
Sounded like Dirty
Still want to
Harry.
know what he
just-
purchased.
I don't remember what he had in his hand. Dude, if you saw this guy, you'd be like, "Wow, his eye." He had on camouflage pants. That much I remember. So,
At least you saw him.
no, you couldn't miss that eye, brother. I'm telling you. When I say that he had gauze, I don't mean that he had just a little thing of gauze. It must have been about 4 inches thick.
Wow.
Damn.
Like he had gauze on his eye. And I'm like, what happened? Did you lose your eye? If so, I don't want to know. Because I get very
I sneezed and popped out.
I get squeamish about eyes, man. I don't like even if you're watching a movie and they do like a close up of a character and they get right to the eye, I'm like,
I hate that.
Yeah.
Any close up of your eye, I can't stand.
Oh yeah.
See all the wetness around the edge? That's what grosses me out, man.
And Beetlejuice and like, he like, and his eyes popped down
Oh
his tongue.
God. Oh,
Alec Baldwin's character.
gross.
It's like, no.
Michael Keaton's doing the promo stuff for Beetlejuice, and
Yeah.
Tim Burton has already said that there will not be a third movie.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. I was actually
But you
kind
said
of.
his
Goes
name
along with
3
the name. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I know. I was.
Make it a trilogy. Just do a quick one and get it over with.
I was really, really hoping that if this film did well, that they would do another. But it doesn't sound like he's.
They should do a
into it.
prequel. Like, what happened to him? Like, how did he die? Like, how did Beetlejuice, like...
You hear that, Tim?
He was once alive, obviously, and he died. So, like, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A prequel.
I am into that.
Yeah.
I'm into that. I'd go.
Obviously,
see
wouldn't
that.
use Michael because he's too old, but, like, you know, you can use somebody. Does he have kids?
You can
He has a
dye-
son.
You can dye his hair.
Does his son look like him?
You can tell they're related.
Okay, there you go. A young
They got the same
Beetlejuice.
last name.
I mean, obviously, that's not what his name when he was alive. That's his afterlife name. I don't know.
I don't know.
How
What
do you get the
his-
name Beetlejuice? It's weird.
I don't know.
Check Wikipedia.
Beetlegeist.
Wouldn't it be interesting to find out his name is like Kevin?
Larry.
Kevin Beetlejuice. Interesting.
Yeah. A
That
prequel.
is, I'd be into that.
Beetlejuice prequel.
I'd be into a Beetlejuice prequel. That sounds good. I mean, if it's done
it'll,
well.
it'll answer a lot of questions like
And we do have so many questions.
what happened to his hair? Like, he got scared one time. Like, and his hair's like, ah.
It's only what, 2 weeks before the new one comes out.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week. Yeah. No,
Oh,
1 week.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah, next week. Next Friday. So, get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now.
I still haven't seen Deadpool.
So, oh no!
It's still in theaters.
You have to go see
Oh,
Deadpool.
I have to.
And then
And then I got to see Beetlejuice. And I got to see Transformers. And I got to see all these other.
you have to see Deadpool, and then I need to know your thoughts on some things.
Okay.
Because I had some opinions.
Okay.
I was like, oh,
Strong opinions?
no, they weren't strong opinions. It was just there was. I don't want to get into it, but
Okay.
I have thoughts.
Spoiler free.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin it. It's
you
a
a
very
review of
it's a
spoiler-free
very good
review.
movie.
Okay.
Very good. Like it even starts off like great. You're like, oh my god, this is awesome. Yeah, it's a fun romp.
It's a romp.
It's a romp from beginning to end.
All right, then.
Fantastic.
Speaking of movies,
Yes, sir.
there's a documentary coming September 21st to select theaters about Christopher Reeve.
Oh yeah, I saw
For
that.
those of you who don't know, Christopher Reeve was an actor.
He
And
was.
his most notable role as Superman.
Does anybody know him as anything other than Superman? I think that's
There was a movie, like, there's a
Yeah?
movie about a play.
a movie about a play.
And, like,
Okay.
he was in that with a bunch of other people, and, like, it was, like, behind the, like, it was, like, opening night of this play, and, like, it went well, and then, like, the second night, it didn't, it was, like,
And it went well.
I can't remember the name of it.
Huh. Interesting.
I have to look that up.
I only know him from Superman. You know?
Well, he did.
I'm sure. I know. I'm aware he did other things. But I'm just saying. That's what I know.
Got a little thing here about Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Yeah. What's his real name? Kevin?
Bosman.
Bosman.
Bozman.
Okay.
Beetlejuice was Bosman, and he offed himself
Ooh.
after his building was completed in 1835. He haunted the building and left a bottle plastered in the foundation in 1836.
Mm-hmm.
When the Maitlands died, he decided they're his key to freedom.
Okay.
That almost jumps from one fact to another.
Noises Off. Michael Caine.
Oh, I've heard of that film.
It's really good. Noises Off.
All right.
Good movie.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Yeah.
It's funny. Michael Caine. So, yeah.
All right. Look at that. Now we know another Christopher Reeves movie and Beetlejuice's real name.
All right.
Bosman.
Cool.
So you learn facts on the show.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Do either of you have Peacock
Yes.
streaming service?
No, sir.
You don't?
No.
Then You
Yes.
can't watch Crystal Lake.
Well, I could.
When's that?
It's a
I could if I chose.
series coming soon about Jason Voorhees. So, like before, like back when he was a kid
Prequel.
at the camp before he died.
I'd be.
That's what it's called.
I didn't really watch. I
I
saw.
bet I know how it ends.
I saw part 1 for Friday the 13th. Part
Right.
1.
Yeah, but that wasn't Jason though. That was the mother.
No, that wasn't Jason. And maybe the second one. Whose is?
The second one was when he got his mask.
Nope, third.
Okay.
Oh.
Shut
No,
up.
Second-
he had like a
Sack.
sack sack face.
And
Then
he
I-
wore overalls in part 2.
No, then that's not. I may have seen it, but that's
First
not.
one was Kevin Bacon got stabbed from the fucking throat.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Bacon.
Maybe the third one I saw.
Possibly.
I don't know. I've only seen a couple.
That was the 3D one.
Then no, I didn't see that one then.
I was like 4 because it had Crispin Glover in it and a young Corey Feldman.
Oh.
It was supposed to be the final chapter, and then they kept going.
Okay, let me do this
All right.
because I know that I've seen one. There's a scene, and I feel like there's somebody pre-famous. Perhaps it's Corey Feldman, and they're sitting at like a campfire,
Sorry. Go ahead.
and they're talking, and he just kind of comes out of the woods, and he's like, "Surprise!"
Hey, look at me.
Oh, you're thinking of the one that jumps out and scares everybody?
Yeah.
His first name is Stu. He was in that movie Once Bitten with Jim Carrey. And he was in a bunch of other movies at that time.
Stu.
I was actually Facebook, I might still be, Facebook friends with him.
Oh, okay.
I used to
Small world.
go back and forth and talk to him for a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you know which one that is?
What?
Is it like, was it part
number?
1 or?
He was in 2.
Okay, so then I've definitely seen 2.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes,
I would
2.
be interested in seeing the Crystal Lake thing, depending upon, because I like the type of like that kind of thing. Like I don't mind watching like scary-ish stuff. It just I don't.
Scares you?
No, it has to. I don't know. There has to be done a certain way. Like I really like the Evil Dead series because every now and then they throw a joke in,
Right.
and it kind of alleviates the tension. And I think
This guy's hanging
that's a
around.
good thing. It's like those, like in those old
Make up your own jokes.
in like those old horror movies, you get like House of Wax or something, like Vincent Price. You have like a really tense scene, and then like in the next scene, he's sitting at a table just sipping his tea, and he's like, "Pass the marmalade, dear," and you're like, "Oh my god, why? Look at everything just happening." And
Pass the sugar.
yeah, it's hilarious in a weird way. So I mean, I would watch it just to see how it's done. It might be to my taste and it might not.
Guess we'll
I
find out
don't
soon.
I don't
I think it comes out
necessarily
October.
I don't
which is
necessarily mind gory
Good
stuff
time. Don't come out.
if it's done well.
Right.
Well, you gotta remember these were the early '80s.
Yeah. Well, they have better effects now.
Yeah.
Good old CGI.
Oh yeah. CGI the hell out of that puppy.
That's right. I know you have, but have you ever been to Spooky World?
No.
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 It's too spooky.
It's not that it's too
We went.
spooky. I'm like I said, I'm very particular about.
And like
That
when we
stuff.
went, I think Eddie Munster was there.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Butch
Patrick.
Butch Patrick.
There you go. Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
Things that I remember are weird.
But it was
The other
like,
day, I'm like, I don't know his name.
I can't remember where it was located. I know it's here in Massachusetts, but I don't
Probably
know.
Worcester. Sounds like a Worcester thing.
Foxborough,
Oh, was it
Foxborough Stadium.
I think.
Why not?
I remember
all right.
meeting Kane Hodder out there for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Nope.
okay.
There's my ride.
It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's America's favorite horror theme park. I'm like, if this is America's favorite, damn, I hate to see the worst. Like, damn.
So what?
It was like very cheesy,
Okay.
like people like you set up like a display
Mm-hmm.
with like spider webs and freaking like skeletons and like smoke
Mm-hmm.
machine. Like, oh, look, it's supposed to scare you. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm. Like in
Like a haunted house at like a high school.
Look, crepe paper. Holy crap!
Look, chains. Ah.
Like in London, they've opened, and this is not for glorification, but they opened like a serial killer museum.
Really?
And their first exhibits are going to be like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and one other person. And they have artifacts and stuff from
Not Gacy.
the thing. I don't think Gacy's opening the opening act.
But he was a clown.
I know,
Open with the clown.
That's right.
It's a circus.
but it sounds really interesting, and they have like all these like recreation things, and you walk through, and it like takes you through the whole. And I was like, that sounds really cool.
I've been watching a lot of documentaries of those.
Yeah,
I watched a Night Stalker past.
That's
2
a good
nights.
one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. I like those. I don't know that
Richard
Jay.
Ramirez.
I don't know that Jay necessarily enjoys that. I watched them.
Destination Discovery.
Yeah, I watch
Investigation Discovery.
Yeah, I watch Unsolved Mysteries too. I love Unsolved Mysteries. You get Robert Stack in a trench coat. He's like, oh,
Look at that gadget.
yeah, somebody did something. I like the new ones too. I mean, they didn't bother to have like a huge narration with it, which is good. I've only watched a couple of the new season. I was like, I don't know.
I liked him in Airplane.
Robert Stack.
Yeah.
Striker.
You don't like me, and I don't like you. I like you.
That time over Macho Grande. I don't think I'll ever be over Macho Grande. Fun fact: he was the voice of one of the Transformers in the movie.
Robert Stack.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was
Okay.
Ultra Magnus.
All right.
I'm a dork and I know that. All right.
He knew Butch Patrick.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know.
That just popped in my head. Shit.
speaking of serial killers,
Okay.
Netflix has a new docuseries about the Menendez brothers.
Um.
They're the ones that killed their parents, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, but I mean, there's like, is no? Because you had sent me a link.
Yeah, because it's supposed
Is
to be
that
Gacy.
the link?
It was supposed to be
Yeah.
Gacy, but then they switched and did. Now they're going to do the Menendez brothers.
I think.
I
Gacy,
heard of them. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Eric and Lyle. Yeah. I think Gacy would have been a far better show.
Yeah. So they
That's
killed their
just
parents
me.
when they were in teenagers or something.
Well,
I don't know the whole story.
if I'm remembering it correctly, and maybe I may or may not, I think their dad was very abusive,
Okay.
and
Alcoholic.
yeah, and they kind of. It was weird, the whole case, because I think they tried to make it look like a murder-suicide between their parents or something.
Back
then
then, the home lives pretty much formed these people into these killers.
Yeah. And it was like, I believe it came out later that, like, he was really abusive. Or at least that's what they said in court. I don't know.
No, are they still alive?
If they are, they're probably in jail.
It should be.
Yeah.
Murder.
What do you mean? Murder.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out when the series comes out.
I think Gacy would have been a better show.
Maybe they'll
That's
like
just-
that'll be the next one. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we'll see indeed, but
Because the Dahmer was really good.
the Dahmer one was freaky.
Yeah.
That's the one with the kid that was in that TV series.
The American Horror Story, yeah.
Yeah. He played a good role in that.
He played
Jeffrey.
yeah.
Another Jeffrey.
God damn it, Jeff.
I just want to take pictures. That's all. It's okay. Relax, man. It's like, yeah, okay. Did anyone have like an award for that? Like an Emmy or something, Grammy?
I honestly
Grammy,
don't
that's
know.
for music. I mean,
He should
Oscar.
a Grammy.
Oscar.
A Grammy because he broke into song in the middle of the scene.
An EGOT. He's got an EGOT.
I like the nightlife.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, or Tony. EGOT.
Yeah.
Not that many people have those.
No, they're not. Not many people do. They call it the EGOT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Jeff now. Bringing out the song. Oh, me so hungry.
Oh,
so
that's
hungry.
awful.
My fridge broke.
Awful funny. Oh my goodness.
All right, I'll do one more thing.
You can do one more thing. Oh, don't hurt yourself.
Motley Crue.
Oh, gosh.
For those of you who don't know, Motley Crue was a rock band in the 80s. They recently released a new song. It's a cover song of the Beastie Boys' Fight for Your Right.
Mm-mm.
And if you haven't heard it, you're not missing much. It's pretty bad.
Gobble, gobble.
So,
You know why? Because it's a turkey. Turkey of a song. Awful.
great song, original. Remake, not that
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
saying Motley Crue's a bad band. They're a good
I
band.
will.
They're
Can
an
I
okay
say
band.
they're a bad
They're an
band?
okay band, but stick to your own stuff, you know?
They can barely play their own music.
I know.
Jesus.
Girls.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah. That Dr. Feelgood? Dr. Feel. Or was that Poison?
No, that was,
Oh, that was Motley Crue?
Yeah.
I get those mixed up all the time. Poison and Motley Crue. I'm like, which one was it?
Yeah. The long blonde hair throws you every
I
time,
know.
right?
So many bands of the 80s.
Yeah.
I know that Tommy was in Motley Crue.
Tommy Lee, yes,
Yeah,
he's
really.
in Motley Crue.
Famous Tommy Lee.
Is he though?
Yeah.
I guess.
Can you name another famous drummer that's like everyone would know?
Phil Collins.
Sure, yeah.
Didn't think I'd go there, did you? Didn't think I'd go there. Let's see. Another famous drummer would be tick 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 tick. John Bonham.
Okay.
Neil Peart. He was in Rush. There you go. That's
What's the
hey.
dude from Def Leppard? What's his name?
Rick Allen.
Rick Allen.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, the man has one arm, and he's out there trying his best,
I
Joe.
know.
He's trying his best
That's pretty damn good.
with one arm.
All right, question for you.
Oh
Who's
shit.
got a better singing voice? Billy Joel, Joe Elliott.
Joe Elliott, the guy from Green Day?
No, Joe Elliott from
Oh.
from Def Leppard.
That's okay. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's a tie.
No, it's really not. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go with Billy Joel just because I think his voice is a slightly more melodic.
Pressure.
There's too much pressure. I mean, I like Joe Elliott's voice because it's very different, but he has a very raspy voice, and he can only do so much with it. So, Billy can at least go down with his voice. If you ever hear him sing like "Innocent Man," he sings it in a very low key. So,
Okay.
I go Billy Joel just because he has better range.
Sean, what's your pick?
I go with Billy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you will.
All right. I'll be the odd one. I'll go Joe Elliott.
Oh, you're gonna go Joe Elliott just because Joe's got to stick together?
That's right.
I was gonna pick somebody with a raspy voice though. Right away, I think
You got to get one vote. Yeah, gave me a sweep.
You think Huey Lewis has a raspy voice?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
He
I
does
would.
now.
Oh,
Too soon.
You lose. Good day, sir.
I would. For raspy voice, I'd go Rod Stewart. He can't do anything with his voice. It's just. Wake up, man.
I think we're gonna go with Axl Rose.
Yeah,
Have you heard
Axl
him
Rose.
lately? Oh,
I've not lately.
oh my God! Like they showed like a video of like before and then the new one. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I got into. Let me tell you something.
He looks like Ann Ramsey.
I get into huge discussions on Reddit all the time,
Oh yeah.
and I hang out.
Heated discussions.
Yeah, sometimes yes, and I'll talk about one later. But since we're on music, I'll bring this up now. I was hanging out in the classic rock subreddit. Right, the subreddit means just like the topic is classic rock, but there's all these other discussions, and so the discussion that I joined in was somebody had said that November Rain was like one of the greatest music videos of all time. And they posted a picture of, So, and they posted a picture of Slash, the guitarist for Guns N' Roses.
Thriller.
And it's from
That's
Thriller.
the best video ever.
And he was like playing in front of like a church or whatever. And they're like, the imagery of Slash of playing his guitar in front of the church. Da, da, da. Now, the thing about it is, in all the times that you've ever seen Slash, he's always covered by his hair.
Yeah.
Like the hair just
And with
comes
his
straight down.
glasses.
And
Sunglasses.
It's almost like a trademark for him.
the picture that they put up was of him playing in front of the church, but the wind had blown his hair, so you could actually see his face.
Wow. What would it
So
look
I commented, and I said, today I learned Slash has a whole face.
like? What's his real name?
I have no idea.
Probably like Barry or something.
Jack. What's up, Jack?
Alan. My name's Alan.
But I was like, wow, I didn't even know he had a whole face. And he looks fairly normal too. Why is he always
I
covered
want to
up?
see what it looks like with short hair.
Oh, my God.
Like back when he was like, high school and shit.
Oh my goodness.
Young Slash.
Young Slash.
I know.
Wonder how I got the name.
I know one group that you could do that before and after. Metallica.
Yeah.
Because they used to have long hair. Now they all got shorter hair.
Because they're old. They lost all their hair.
Like Shawn Michaels.
They put on a great show.
Do they?
I saw them multiple times.
Okay.
A little while back, I watched a documentary for them.
Of Metallica?
Yeah.
I haven't seen them like the original Metallica. I saw them like when the bassist left and another guy came in. I saw them after that.
Okay. It counts, I think.
Hey, original 3.
It counts,
James
I think.
Hetfield.
Yeah. Hang on. So, did we have a winner last week?
We did for both quotes.
What?
Nice.
Congratulations, Jimbo.
Oh,
You probably-
Jimbo.
You probably cheated, but whatever. That's all right.
We
Does
can't
he
control
watch Elm
that.
Street?
We can't control that.
I don't think so. He probably knows of Freddy. He probably never seen any Freddy movie, but
Maybe he took a guess because it's you. He said it's
Possibly.
Sean. Sounds like it could be Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll go there.
Sean's favorite movie.
Yeah.
So this week's quote's worth 1 gift card, Dunkin' Donuts. You got one quote?
One over here. And I got a quote.
And one over here.
All right.
Sean.
So that's 2 gift cards you can win. You want to go first?
You go first.
I'll go first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Moderately so.
All right. Come on, player. Stop hating. Stop hating. Stop participating. Stop participating. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Twinkle, twinkle. Comment below.
I don't know what that was, but it was joyous.
Yes, it was.
He should say that as a tagline on here.
Twinkle, twinkle, baby.
Twinkle, twinkle, baby.
Sign off with that, like I do.
Comment
I
on
do
the
everything.
YouTube video if you know the movie that quote is from. I was gonna play the audio, but like, nah, I'll just do this.
Oh my goodness.
the
No,
regular.
we would have been robbed.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, go ahead.
I wrote it down so I can get it all right.
All right.
So you see us in the car struggling. You open the door and you say your line. Oh, hey you, get your damn hands off her. You really think I ought to swear? Yes, God damn it, swear. You make it sound so easy. You know, if you put your mind to it, you're going to accomplish anything.
Yes.
All right.
I shortened it down a little bit. There's a little more dialogue in there, but
Hey, you don't want to say the name, so give it away.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it took me a minute. For a minute, I thought you were setting up the scene. I'm like, there are two people sitting in, and then, da-da-da, and I'm like, what? What's happening? No, the whole thing is dialogue.
All right.
in the dialogue, they're setting up the scene.
Exactly. That's a meta thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Before I send it down the table, I know. Here's your fun fact of the week. Many schools don't teach cursive writing anymore. When the Common Core state standards were introduced in 2010, they did not require students to be proficient in handwriting or cursive writing, leading to many schools removing handwriting instruction from their curriculum altogether. It is, however, starting to make a comeback. I think if you don't know how to sign cursive, how are you going to buy anything?
All right. Stamp.
Stamp.
X.
Yeah, really. I'll just leave my mark on the paper.
Give him my fingerprint. There you go. Have a great Labor Day weekend.
Laborious.
I got a quick joke before we go.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Why don't monsters eat ghosts?
Why?
They taste like sheet.
oh. Blueberries.
Have a good everything.